what's going on, everybody? Ben here. Today we're going to be playing some more Showdown. My hope is to revitalize the channel once again. We're going into spring, coming out of winter, and it's been way too long since I've made a video. And what better way to get back into things than to use something I'm comfortable with. When I last made the video, it was maybe back in October, and it sort of ended on a less positive note than I wanted to. And since that time, a lot of life things happened, and long story short, I was not able to make the amount of videos that I wanted to, let alone make a quality video. And today that changes. We're just gonna make a good old-fashioned Showdown live just to have some fun. Come relax, let me talk in your ear for whoever knows how long. I will be switching up the format once again. It won't change that drastically from the last one, but basically I want to make a video that isn't a high production. In other words, maybe instead of 2 GoPro cameras at once, we'll just have one. And that way I won't have as much trouble syncing it up with the audio and the video audio from the screen cap recordings. We still want to record videos using having not only a screen cap of the battles, but also the live action aspect of riding. I'm going to keep riding and battling separate from each other, not in parallel. And what that means is we will pull over to the side of the trail to do a battle, and then we'll do some riding and focus on each one rather than both at the same time. And what that does is keep things safer, and it will also, on paper, allow me to focus more on the battle itself. I won't be able to do calculations while battling. That's just something that's really hard to do on a phone, but we'll have to just use our head calcs. And I wanted to take the first part of this video as sort of a prelude to later today, because I have something coming up here in a couple hours and won't be able to do the live just yet. So we're gonna record a little primer to what I want to show off. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a team that is probably the most quintessential to the way I play. I like to build bulky offense teams, and sometimes I'll just build a silly choice team, or volt turn team as they're called, and go to town with that. But what I want to demonstrate today is Dragon Dance Flygon. We have a Flygon paired with pretty typical partners, save for Heliolisk, who you don't see as much in the RU tier. All the other members are pretty regular and all serve their purpose. The goal is to sweep with Flygon in the end, and to have members support it first to start off, Melodic is just your standard bulky water to use. Hopefully with Flip Turn you could open up windows into the other breakers or whatever you need to. If you want to get rocks up with Metagross, that's always an option. With offense teams, you try and open up windows for your late game sweeper after breaking down your opponent's defenses, so and chipping them along the way to get in a range of Dragon Claw or Earthquake. So with that said, you have Metagross with Stealth Rock. You almost always want Stealth Rock on your team or some type of entry hazard. I won't say never, but you'll hardly ever see me build a team without Stealth Rock Mon. That's just one of the standard practices you do when team building. It's underrated when you start gaining chip on the opponent's HP, especially after you knock off their heavy duty boots, which we have on Golisopod. The other way to break down opponent's team is to a nice way to do that is on offense, especially, is to have a Trick Mon. Trick is so underrated. Togekiss is carrying a Scarf, and oftentimes bulky Mon will swap in on it, such as maybe Umbreon or maybe a Suicune, and you can trick them with Scarf to kind of ruin their plan, and you'll get leftovers or maybe boots with that, and then Togekiss can function as outside of a revenge killer of sorts. So with utility and defog to get rid of hazards, and then I'm going to back up a moment to Metagross with Toxic. This is, I think, necessary because otherwise Toxic allows it to kind of chip away at the bulky threats that swap into Metagross that it can't break with using its stab. I think like a Volcanion, which is a huge threat to this team. So is Suicune in a way, if you can manage to get a Toxic off. Golisopod I kind of touched on earlier. The team outside of Flygon and Heliolisk lacks a bit of speed, so we added in priority to kind of nail Poltergeist and maybe Cloyster or the rare Blastoids that try and set up on the team. This is good for like Scarf Mons. Maybe you can get the last hit off on Toxtricity, who is also another giant threat to this team. Maybe you can Aqua Jet it down. And lastly is Heliolisk, because bulky waters are a pain in the butt. I put on Expert Belt, and I'm in the middle of justifying it over heavy duty boots, because one night I sat down and ran a bunch of calcs. One of them that stuck out to me was that without an Expert Belt, Grass Knot fails to Oko Max Spadef Rhyperior, if I remember correctly. And it has, I think it almost always one-hit KOs Rhyperior. And I think Thunderbolt is just nice to maybe you have an out-of-control Suicune with Calm Mind, and you can still manage to two-hit KO it through a +1 Calm Mind. So, and then Surf is to nail Nidoqueen and maybe to revenge kill a choice banded Darm if it's locked into something, and it's not Scarf. And then Surf is to nail Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen just loves clicking buttons against this team. So you'll see I kind of stacked on some Water Stab, because Nidoqueen's just a real pain all around, especially when Flygon doesn't want to take an Ice Beam. It would rather not take an Ice Beam. So I want to touch on the speed tiers really quick. There are a few notes available. Some of the speed EVs I was privy to, others I was not. This one you'll see in the sets compendium in the forums. So the user, you're welcome, thank you, who by the way is a really awesome builder, as I've come to understand. You'll see him in the lobby or in the RU room helping people. I think he or she is voiced. So we appreciate what he's done here. So we'll just kind of go in order. Metagross, we went with this standard set, and we'll just read 56 speed EVs to get past Adamant Marowak. And Metagross has enough Spadef to always survive Togekiss Flamethrower after Stealth Rocks and Leftovers Recovery. So think of these EV compositions as a way of giving the Pokemon a perk or two. Sometimes it's better to go max. What I mean by that is, like, your typical EV spread would be 252 in attack and 252 in speed, and then maxing out one of those two offensive stats. Other times it's really important to you want to EV your Pokemon in such a way that it would get past, or maybe hedge your bets against threats it normally couldn't handle. And so think of these as perks. And next we have Golisopod. The standard set that is shown here has enough speed EVs to get past uninvested base 50s, such as Diancie and Registeel. However, I decided to go with a speedier Golisopod to get past uninvested base 60s. I think this outspeeds Umbreon by 1 point, which is what we're targeting here. We opted for Leech Life over Spikes to get the jump on Umbreon to 1v1 that threat better, along with Ray Uniqlis. And maybe we can't use, we're not in a position to use First Impression, so we have Leech Life for backup. Knockoff is just such a good move, especially when a lot of Pokemon run heavy duty boots and you need to get those off. Or maybe you want to knock off a Choice Scarf. It just has so much utility. I think Spikes don't have a place on this team, especially because Togekiss is running Defog, which is the only hazard removal. So the last set of speed EVs to explain, we dumped 48 into Melodic, and if I remember correctly, that's for outrunning Adamant Golurk by maybe a few points. So I think that is valuable. I mean, Golurk isn't as used as often. You don't see it on the ladder as much nowadays, but it's still there. The threat could be still there. Other than that, the move choices I think are pretty self-explanatory. Obviously this is the main event. Stone Edge is you definitely need for Togekiss. Otherwise you're walled by the stabs, and maybe you get maybe you catch Gardevoir on the switch in, trying to switch in on Dragonclaw or Earthquake. Lumberry some, just to avoid toxic from toxics run by random mons you wouldn't expect. Excuse me. Melodic is running Haze to deter setup sweepers like Ray Uniclus or Suicune get really out of hand very quickly. So we have Haze for that. Metagross is running Earthquake mainly for other steals. Meteor Mash for stab is good all around hard hitting move for fairies. Toad we already talked about. Flamethrower just maybe Cobalion or whatever its name is tries to switch in on you, or you could maybe the opponent swaps it in thinking it's a check, and then you have a Scarf and you can just kind of nail it or get the KO. Golisopod, because maybe the team definitely needs priority for faster threats, and Heliolisk with Expert Belt. We just want it to be timid. I don't think Modest really provides too much more benefit, so we want max speed so we don't lose out on. I think you outspeed Cobalion with this. I thought about running Focus Blast over Surf maybe, but I think Nidoqueen's such a pain to this team that I don't think I can run it without it. Hyper Voice would be nice as well over T-Bolt. So maybe we'll play around with that, maybe running Hyper Voice over Grass Knot or T-Bolt, but I think you want this for bulky waters. The one threat to this team that I can think of, aside from the ones mentioned, are Bronzong. That just randomly came to mind. Golisopod has the best chance to bring it down to red, and perhaps we finish it off with the Toads. Between Golisopod and Toadkiss, we might be able to handle Bronzong here, especially if we burn it with Melodic. And so that's an explanation to the team before we get out and battle today. I hope you guys enjoy. Sit back and relax. I'm happy to finally be up and running after some big life events. I'm doing. This is more like an update more than anything, and maybe today's video will be a bit longer. So happy Saturday. I'll see you out on the trail. How's it going, everybody? We are back. It's been a few days since I recorded the intro, and we're just gonna get right into it. What I'm gonna do is ride for a bit and then stop, play a game, finish it, ride once more, and repeat. That way, kind of get the best of both worlds. Talk about where we've been at on ladder. Well, we haven't really laddered with this account at all. I'm still probably sub 10 games, and so to kind of excuse me. It's kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I'm starting to go into the bottom of the park, much like being at the bottom of the ladder. So we'll see where we end up here shortly. Now that I've tired myself out, someone's barreling down the hill. I'm gonna have to make way. This brake sounds squeaky. By the way, I am really out of shape. Not even funny. Basically at the lowest point in the park. One of them. Alright, we're gonna pull over here. Already feel like I rode 10 miles. I only went 10 feet. Holy hell. Alright. We're gonna do the first bow here. I'm also really dehydrated as well. All right, let's focus on what we got. Let's lock into this battle here. Shiinotic you don't see too often. By the way, the shifts just happened today. We lost Darmanitan, Cobalion, and Torkoal. I like Togekiss and Tricking right away, but I'm afraid of Tyrantrum. I'm gonna lock into Metagross. See if I can 1v1 the Steelix. Earthquake can definitely come out. I wonder if he'll do that right away. Yep. I'm actually gonna go Nicolisopod. I think I misled. Iron Defense. Ooh. That's not good. It probably has Heavy Slam. I'm gonna defog these away. Last move is probably Body Press. We'll go ahead and get leftovers. And I'm gonna just defog these away. Yeah, it does a decent chunk. So if he's lefties, if he's leftovers, he's probably, I want to say Magic Guard. So Toxic won't do anything. We're going to go ahead and get Rocks up. Since he's Iron Defense, last move Body Press. I'm just going to get Melodic in and simply Scald. I don't know what kind of Shiinotic this is, but I don't think it's running enough speed to outspeed my investment. Go ahead and flip turn. Honestly don't know what to expect. Go ahead and just click Air Slash once. I'm expecting him to go Tyrantrum. Good. Might be Scarf, so we'll go into Heliolisk. I don't think you stay in. I'm gonna predict Steelix. See how much Expert Belt does. Does a good amount. He could very easily go into Shiinotic, but I don't feel like I need to predict in front of that. I'm gonna go right into Nicolisopod and click Knockoff. Definitely Scarf. Go into Metagross. C-Plot's really bad. So it's not Scarf. Good to know. I'm trying to get off a Toxic if I can. Fire Blast, jeez. Once again, I'll click Thunderbolt. I'm gonna Volt Switch actually. Try and get back in this game. This thing's a real pain. Gonna click Flamethrower this time. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just Air Slash. And hold on. Radinucleus, depending on what it locks itself into. Yeah, let's see what it locks itself into. That's actually doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna try and get rid of this if possible. Okay. I wonder if I have enough damage on everything. No, Melodic isn't chipped yet. So we'll go ahead and click Knockoff. Try and burn some more sleep. Rayuni's down. Toge is almost gone as well, so I might be able to Aqua Jet it. No, it's definitely not chipped enough. I need Heliolisk for the Melodic, so I'm going to use my own, see if I can just scald it down. There's the burn. Go ahead and haze if I can. What's the last move? Probably Roost. Okay. Go ahead and click Thunderbolt. Shiinotic could easily come in. If it does, then I'll just put, okay. Go in the Glass Pod. I need damage on Melodic to get past it, but it might be packing Ice Beam. There's the Steelix. I'm gonna go ahead and Aqua Jet. And once again, there's the Shiinotic once more. We're gonna try and get rid of its, actually, yeah, we're gonna get rid of its leftovers first. Leech Life might have KO'd. Could easily Spore here. Go ahead and Leech Life once more, just try and get damage on it. There's Dazzling Gleam. It's a dangerous set, definitely. Doing good damage though, just at -1. I'm just gonna keep clicking Leech Life. I don't know why he's not sporing. still getting them 100%. This Shiinotic's a real pain. I'm worried about what Tyrantrum could be if it's Scarf. Like say Scarf Outrage, that could be a problem. Okay. We're going to go and just click first impression. I'll go ahead and get Chip on this. This could be DD. No. I'm going to go ahead and just Dragon Dance up. Okay, he was not Scarf. I basically had to bank on him doing being Scarf to try and break Melodic and Shiinotic. Good game. Go ahead and ride some more though. I don't know if my Metagross contributed enough as it should have or as it could have. I just didn't know how to get the most use out of it, so maybe we suffered because of that. That's okay. We're just out here to play Pokemon or ride bikes. It doesn't matter what happens. Trying not to get too much of a headache. Should probably take better care of myself and prep more for these. Now up here is hike a bike country to try and get back up the hill. So we'll do our best to get up here. Just a little bit more in that battle. I think I failed to identify the threats, and like Togekiss I thought was Scarf. I don't think he had a single Scarf on the team. I thought it was either Toge or Tyrantrum, and I struck out on both of those and paid for it. But yeah, he made a good play by going into Ray Uniclus on the trick. Maybe I should put Roost on Togekiss. I don't know. If that would help. But I do like having Defog. Although it didn't really help me in that game too much. Oh, that's why we're down here at the bottom of the park, to suffer. There's no way. Hike a bike. I know this is what you wanted to see. Hope you're doing good. Nearly rolled my ankle. Maybe less talking and more hiking. So that was a cool battle. I didn't expect to see a Shiinotic, that's for sure. But the ladder does crazy things. All right. Today is April 2nd, 2022. It's just starting to warm up for some riding. I've been doing a little bit of riding beforehand, before I got in the mood to record. Yeah, man, I've just been busy, but life's good otherwise. Be curious. Oh wait, here's technical. Not really, just more like a rock garden. Yeah, definitely hurting from not riding enough. Couldn't tell in between long pauses and narration. Running out of gas. It's just unforgiving terrain back here. This is probably the most difficult trail in the entire park too, in terms of elevation change and technicality. Why I do this to myself, I don't know. Going to another bow here. After this, I'm gonna change it to some cooler clothing because I'm roasting. 2 steel types, 3 fire types, and bulky water. Nice. This is bad, but I love Flygon. I'm gonna click Earthquake. I don't think you KO me with much of anything. Unless maybe you're banded? Sweet. Free Earthquake. That's a Metagross gone in turn 2. Gotta love it. Toad? No. I should have gone into Heliolisk. That was a misplay. I'll just go ahead and trick. I'll get the Flame Orb, no problem. That sucks. I'll defog away the rocks, and we'll just do as we please. Malak will take the knock. Fake out. I don't think you stay in here. Okay, you do. glass pod. You will let me get damage on Incineroar. Bold move. I don't know what you want to do. Metagross is coming in. Take the Thunder Wave. I forgot I had Colbur Berry. Fine. Get up all your hazards. By the way, I'm running max defense, or special defense on Metagross, but a bold nature for a positive boost in defense. I'm just gonna see if not a single paralysis. I'm gonna go ahead and just body press into Ninetales. I want to see how much their Fire Blast does. That was a bold move. Nope, not afraid of your knockoff, dude. Oh man, there's the Entei. No reason to switch now. Sacred Fire dodge. Not a single paralysis yet. I'm just curious to see how much this does. Over half, wow. And that'll be a forfeit. I definitely got lucky there. But I think Flygon just kind of messed everything up after the sun went away. After that, I think I just clicked Dragon Dance, or maybe I go into Heliolisk to break down the melodic after a KO and Entei. Alright. Whoa. That was a fun little battle. Go ahead and ride some more. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna get really hot. So I'll pause and be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna go ahead, hit this trail real quick. Midway through, we'll do battle. How about that? Oh. Nice and muddy. Trying to keep the equipment clean. But we got a hose back at home, so probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I had to take my my Under Armour off. It was getting cooked. But we're ready to go once again. We're gonna go from one end of the spectrum to another. This is arguably the most tame this park has to offer. Won't kick my ass nearly as hard. But yeah, the last battle was something else. Definitely acknowledge the luck factor in that one. No doubt about it. I think the opponent should have just attacked what was in front of him now. My Metagross had really no use after getting up rocks. Instead of nasty plotting, don't know what that was. Saw a bunch of people out today. Gotta love it. Anyway.
I'll shut up for a little bit. All right, that's about halfway. So that's only two battles. Let's get a third one. Try and get off the trail a little bit. Yeah, man. We have some sort of HO. Classic one too. You always see Mimikyu and Sharpedo paired up. Glycopod clicking knockoff is cool right away. Anything else really, or like first impression. But if Crobat leads off first, I have a switch into that with Heliolisk. The other thing to do is to lead Togekiss, keep the scarf intact. This is gonna be a scary game, that's for sure. Actually, Metagross and clicking body press on Sharpedo would be nice. This is a scary game. Glycopod's, I think, a nice lead though. I'm not going to predict this early on because of that. Sharpedo is an interesting one because you don't know if it's running a mixed set. I think the majority of Sharpedos are physical though. Huh. I mean, what would happen here? If I click Leech Life, what's Melodic's role? Let's do Haze. I don't know if you break through Melodic. Yeah. I'm just gonna click Scald. You could protect whatever. I don't think you break through melodic. Very good. We're just gonna go ahead and flip turn. I wonder if he's carrying Ice Fang. I feel like Starmie had Ice Fang. I'm just gonna go ahead and get up rocks. Do have a Golber Bear, so that won't do a whole lot. And he's burned. I'm gonna position myself here. Togekiss. For this thing. Go ahead and trick it. Because, if it wants to set up, then yep, exactly. Go ahead and break the disguise. And we're gonna get a forfeit. Awesome. Okay. Do a bit more riding. At that point, his team was gonna fall apart. HO battles against like a bulky offense like that, they tend to go quickly. Generally, HO teams are not built to last by design. So you gotta get all the plays right if you wanna come out unscathed with a bulky offense. Bulky offense is a little forgiving to play. If you misplay, you have recovery on mons, but the only recovery I have on this team is recover on melodic. That was a fun game. That's a classic team composition the opponent was playing with. Maybe, I don't know how they got past melodic at that point. Or Milotic, however you say it. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm going to attempt to ride around the entire park. So this might end up being a movie. And also, there's something in the back that's really annoying. Just a bunch of leaves. We're gonna try and ride on the perimeter of the park. So I have a second GoPro in case this one dies, and I could charge it. Actually, I could charge this one while using the spare. Oh, I look like an animal. It's just a leaf. So that was the third battle down. Not much else to say about it. I think trying to figure out what they could have done differently, and now's respecting the first impression of Starmie, or on Glassipod, turn 1. Here we go. When we get to the bottom of this, we'll do another battle. Forgot to put my seat down. There we go. Putting your seat down on descent to lower your center of gravity. Maybe you can get behind your bike a little bit. So you don't go ass over tea kettle. Like a few days ago, it was really windy here, and a lot of trees have fallen down around these parts. Kudos to whoever takes care of this park. They maintain it really well. Sorry if the water bottle is really annoying. I should probably get a plastic one so that the metal's not rattling. Sorry if that's been rattling the entire video. Oh boy. Nice little drop off to the right. Nothing to stop me from rolling down that hill other than trees, and that would be really painful. And this is like, this is going into another so-called pit of the park. We're gonna have to climb our way out here once more. So that'll be fun. This is basically the bottom I was talking about. Looks like a nice little drainage basin, trench. So, all right, let's go ahead and sit down, get somewhere comfortable. Let's walk this way a little bit while we wait. This boulder, I don't know what champion's able to ride over that. It looks like this might be a previous opponent, but Bronzong is the bane of my team. Did he swap Steelix out for Bronzong? I think he did. All right, let's settle down. Also, pay attention for any riders. This is actually a bad spot to be in. As far as leads go, I'm gonna go ahead and trick turn one because I want to limit what this Klefki can do. I don't know if I revealed trick last battle. I don't even know if this is a repeat opponent, but it looks awfully like the second opponent we had. There's the T-wave. I'm gonna go ahead and get damage on this. Go ahead and get up your spikes. Now I can click defog until, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and set up. I'm gonna get a nice earthquake off if they let me. Nope. There's the flame orb. I'm simply gonna pivot in the Heliolisk. What else is this thing for? Toxic. They could go in the Flygon here. Like, very easily. You don't let me Thunderbolt you ever. I'm gonna go and make a double in the Gliscod predicting the Flygon. From here, I see a lot of value in knockoff. Actually, first impression seems nice, because if they Stone Edge, go ahead and I wonder if he's locked into that. Go ahead and just flip turn. And I'm gonna get my rocks up now while this thing's still in. I don't care if you really burn me. And we'll go ahead and simply body press once. I'm going to Heliolisk as a pivot. Thank you. Now I'm going to click Thunderbolt this time. Get some damage on Bronzong now. Good. No, if he replaced Steelix with Bronzong, this thing might have Iron Defense as well. I'm gonna go right in the Toad and click Flamethrower. Toxic. Some nice damage. I want your leftovers. Got a Flame Orb. Ooh, that was a misplay. Definitely. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Once again, good move. I'm gonna go into could probably click U-turn quite easily. Melodic. I like Melodic for the Entei and the Ninetales. Metagross, you're kind of useless against their team. I'm gonna click Toxic, take the Weather Ball. Need some chip on this thing, just a little bit. Go ahead and Scald. Energy Ball is really weak. Good. Make a nasty plot. I'm gonna haze once, just to get rid of a Sun turn. Then I'm gonna Scald. Actually, now I'm gonna flip turn. I need this thing gone. I'm gonna Grass Knot, try and get rid of it. Good. There's the Clef. I need to position Heliolisk has done its job, but it's a nice little check against Entei. But I'm probably in E speed range. I don't think I need this thing anymore. They're gonna get the Spike. Oh. Hello. think I saved Golisopod. Try and stave off a hit here. This is bad because I need to force this thing out. Good. Click outrage here, right? There's the Iron Tail. I don't know what that play was. It didn't hit anyone else. Guess I'll try and break through. There's the gyro ball. And I think first knockoff is the better play. Good. That was a weird game. I definitely could have played that better. But sometimes I play too hastily. Alright. I think he might have been better off with Steelix, but I don't over Bronzong, but I'm not sure if that was the same guy. Alright, let's carry on. This is a cool team. Looks like I'll lose the Cloister if I let it sit up. Toge is not really useful. I'm just gonna trick something right away and try and get something out of return. A sash. What? Do you knock me out? No. Let's try and so you're locked in the sword stance. Nice pivot would be melodic here. I was thinking about going Heliolisk instead, but I get a nice slow flip turn off. Alright. I like the idea of getting rocks up. I really do. For that Ninjask. Okay. Weird set. Leftovers too. Not Black Sludge. I don't think you beat Melodic 1v1. I'm gonna just recover all that off. Defog. Is Scald worth it? Sure. There's the burn. I'm gonna go ahead and flip turn and try and get rocks up again. If he goes into his breaker, like Heracross, I can put Toge in. Cloister, we're gonna get Heliolisk in. Stack Attack Flygon's coming in. Okay, Toge. Not gonna bother predicting anything. Go ahead and Air Slash. I think it's banded. That's kind of scary. Maybe that was Scarf. Go into melodic as a pivot. There's the leech life. Go ahead and just... His team doesn't like Scald too much. Go ahead and just recover. And yeah, we want to keep this thing healthy. Go ahead and Scald once more. Try and get a burn on this if I can. Gets a low roll. I think I let my melodic get too low. You just don't let the cloister set up and I think we'll be okay. Yep, don't let it set up. Just keep clicking haze. Nope. No, sir. I wonder if Metagross takes one. There he goes. He probably has Rock Blast. Yep. I'm just going to click haze again. Actually, I'll go ahead and click Scald. Pin Missile. Go ahead and just recover. There it is. I don't think either of those moves KO Malak from full Pin Missile or Rock Blast. Nope. Go ahead and Scald again. If he KOs me, then I get, there it is. Now I got a nice hit off. I'm just gonna click on Grass Knot, because I'll hit Rhyperior as well. Should go Crobat here. Yep. Should be game over. Oh no, he has Stack Attack. The screen's cracked, I couldn't see. Don't want you getting a Beast Boost. I'm gonna Volt into Golisopod. What? Go ahead and just scout the Stone Edge and click Body Press. I'm gonna get him into Surf range, or just crit him right away. There's the Crobat. Need to position myself so Cloyster doesn't win. And I could take any hit with the burned Crobat. Go ahead and T-Bolt twice, and I think that'll wrap up this game. Okay. wonder what kind of Rhyperior that was. This game is over. I got a few ways to win Stone Edge on Flygon, and I think I live any hit with Heliolisk at this range from a burn Crobat. I had Surf on Heliolisk, just chip it down. I wonder how much that does to stack attacking. The opponent is taking a long time to click Crobat, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start riding up to I'm gonna grab a snack a while. Yeah, apologize about that. We're back. The last guy timed out, and I'm gonna ride back, put some shorts on, eat a snack, and we'll continue on with this movie. It's gonna be a hell of a film to edit, but I'll try and pack some more battles in. Let's go ahead and get further down the trail here. We're gonna go back the way we came, bomb down the hill, continue around the park. Oh my. Here we are. All right, when we get to the top of the next hill, we'll do a battle. For now, enjoy. Boink. I took my hat off and now I'm freaking cold. Head cold. Alright, we're coming up on a nice roller here. Should get the heart pumping for sure. Hopefully the audio is synced up. Normally, don't clip out there. And that's a broad moment. All right, gonna do another battle here. let's settle down a little bit. Ooh. This looks like some sort of stall or semi-stall team. I like the idea of leading off with Golisopod, if it's Roserade. I did not get that right. It could be Heavy Slam for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just get something out of this turn though. Click knockoff. Okay. I don't want to switch into a Sludge Bomb. Will-O-Wisp is coming out, right? Or Toxic Spike, actually. Oh. I'm going to Skull just once. Into the Roserade. I probably should flip turn. That is one bulky Roserade. This is a cool team. Go ahead and make a risky play. And I'm going to Flamethrower because it hits Steelix and Raikou. I'm assuming you go into Umbreon, maybe? Go ahead, just click knockoff once again. I gotta live one hit at least with Heliolisk. I don't think I have a really good matchup here. But we'll try not to use that excuse. Try and play to the best of our ability. I'm gonna go ahead and surf once into Steelix. But there's the Umbreon. This is where heavy duty boots would have been nice on Heliolisk. I might change it back to that. I'm gonna try and get something going with Metagross. Try and break through. Go ahead and Cosmic Power. And Body Press. Good damage. This thing's just an absolute threat. Could have clicked Stealth Rock there. Get rocks up and a Toxic off. I don't know if you're... There's the Weezing. I'm just gonna get damage off. Go ahead and get rocks up again. Very nice. Going to hit Togue. Do have a Scarf. I'm gonna click Trick on someone. Maybe Roserade comes in. I need to find an opening for Flygon to set up here. Good, we'll get hopefully our leftovers. There we go. I'm just gonna use Heliolisk as a pivot. Click T-Bolt. Or Volt Switch. I think is a better play. This could be the opening I need. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I don't think you one-hit KO me with anything. If you try and Spore, I'm in a good shape with Lumberry. And now we just click a nice Earthquake. Once again, going to Heliolisk. Just gonna click T-Bolt into the Raikou. Scared of Aura Sphere, really. This could be like a sub variant. Is it Substitute? Calm Mind? Aura Sphere? Or like Toxic? Crazy play here. But I'll break a sub instantly. I might be able to 1v1 it with Leech Life. This could be like sub-toxic. There's T-Bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and just click Earthquake. Actually, I'm gonna drag it. No. I'm just gonna click Earthquake. Keep this thing on its toes. I wonder if Pyukumuku takes two of these. The opponent's in the think tank. We're gonna hit the timer. I still think I can win. Toxic. How much did that do? 30? Toad doesn't really do much. I don't think that mattered. And I'm gonna double predicting the Umbreon. Nope. Try and get some HP back. Figure out how to prevent Umbreon from healing back up. Steelix comes in. I have Melodic just for you. And Skull once. It didn't do enough, did it? Just gonna try and flinch it down. Going to Togue. Go ahead and try and flinch it down. Okay, that's what Togue does, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how else it could have won. Oh no. The opponent's probably typing more. You win some, you lose some, right? This is the game we play. Scared of Calm Mind. All right. I think I misplayed against the Umbreon for sure. I threw away Velocipod when I shouldn't have. I mean, maybe that was why the opponent was calling me dumb. But we'll let that roll off our back. And remind me to not read the chat while battling. No, we had the tools to win. I gotta figure out how I could have played that better, for sure. I didn't like the way I hard swapped into Flygon at the end. I think Boots on Heliolisk might be better. I'm just also trying to figure out why the opponent defog hit defog on Metagross. I just got rocks right back up, so I didn't understand that play. I think that spike was worse for me than the rocks were for him. That was kind of odd. I'm glad I took my time on that.
Hi, dang it.
Yep.
Good stuff too.
Uh-huh. Me. Just me. Guys, we're high speed. Dang, bro. Hey. Just doing a leg burner today. So, the way I think I should have preserved Golisopod because I could have clicked Leech Life on Umbreon to get HP back. Instead, I sacked it to Pyukumuku. Yes. It's dangerous. Dangerous. Just realized something. If I had played while riding like I used to, this would be hella dangerous. Looking down the whole time. Well, I think guys, that last battle is where I'm gonna stop as far as the battles go. I'm not proud of what I had to do to win that, but it makes you wonder if that guy's proud of using stall, so whatever. We're gonna get a nice little view and then cut it off there, I think. Oh, sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to enjoy today. Had some solid battles, had some solid L's, but it's still a good day. See you later.